Hey, what's up, you guys? So I know it's been a long time since I've done a video. I really had to take a step back and see what kind of direction that I wanted to take the channel in. Because, as all of you know, life is a lot more than just shoes, thrifting, and stuff like that. It's a part of it and a part of my life, but it's not necessarily the direction or the only direction that I want my channel to go in. I'm completely out of the Air National Guard now, so there's topics and things that I can discuss freely without, any fear of consequence. Nothing major. I don't have any um, extreme views on either the right or the left. It's somewhere in the middle. But critical thinking is a whole new thing now for some people, apparently. Um, but with that being said, I still want thrifting, shoes, streetwear. I still want that to be a part of my channel, as well as other things that I enjoy collecting or finding. A small list that would be like Transformers, Pokemon Go, handful of other stuff that I find like at thrift stores like Barnacles, Bakugan. I enjoyed those as kids. I have small collections of both. But yeah, that's just something, I'd like to, show in the future. And I have, a couple of things. Like there's something I found thrifting yesterday. I spent, let's say $30 on all of this. The first two things. Oh, that's another thing too, like NASCAR. Like I like NASCAR tees, and I'm starting to come around to liking little like NASCAR diecast cars. But yeah, this one right here was $4.04. To me, that's expensive. Like that's probably what it cost back in the day. It might have even been cheaper. I'm not real sure. But then this one was $1.91. It's like a 1/144 scale. But yeah, I like this one a lot because of how small the car is. I thought it was cool, and I like that Goodwill at least took the time to notice that. Okay, yeah, this one's $4 because it's 1/164th. Yeah, 1/64th, and then this one's 1/144th. So to me it makes sense. Yeah, it should be a lot cheaper. And then also, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but there's a Kmart sticker. I remember going to Kmart and getting like Transformer exclusive stuff and just small stuff. I don't remember which Kmart I went to, if it was like the local one or one of the towns over. I just remember going as a kid. But the other thing that took up the most of the $30 was these ones right here. It's a size 3C. And for those that don't know, I also collect little baby shoes. If I see them at a thrift store or at a Goodwill, I'm gonna buy them. Like they're normally, if the Goodwill is a good Goodwill, then they're normally only like, between $3 to $5. Like it just depends. Sometimes cheaper too. Like I've gotten some for like $1 before. But yeah, I'm not gonna say how much. Oh, it's on both sides. I couldn't find this the other day. But yeah, so I don't know if y'all have noticed this too. But Goodwills, man, they are taxing depending on where you live. And this is something that I think about a lot. Like, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but to me, based off all the Goodwills I go to, it seems like if you live on a good part of town, like where people pay, taxes, have high income, the Goodwill is going to be more expensive. I don't know if it's designed that way, if they think about it that way, or what it is. But if you go to the other thing where people, or where the thrift store is in a low income area, it seems like things are always a lot more cheaper. And then the other thing too, Goodwill is kind of like Pepsi to me. They're really good at moving their inventory or product, whatever you want to call it. So their donations, I don't know if they actually are donated to that store or if they're just, sent somewhere and then distributed across the country. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I think it's probably a mixture of both, but that's all just pure speculation. But yeah, so for these were $24.99, which to me is extremely expensive. Like, you're basically paying probably half to a third of what the original like MSRP was. But because it looks like, the Chicago one, I got them. Because, like if it was me, like I'm willing to pay probably $40 max for this shoe just because of what it is. Is it a Chicago one? No, but does it look like one? Yeah, so yeah, that's why I got it. I'm trying to think if I have, yeah, I do have it close by. This wasn't planned either, so it just happened. But yeah, so this one was the Goodwill's find too. This was the lost and found ones. These are like something to imitate this, but you know, to me, it's a baby. It looks the same. Like all intents and purposes, this is the same shoe. But yeah, these were lost and found. They didn't have the laces. Let's see when I found them. I found them August 15th of 2023. And for those that don't know, if you go to Goodwill and see that little sticker and it has a date on it, that's the date that it was put out normally. I'm not sure how that works. I remember whenever I worked at Hibbett's, there was something similar to that let people know, you know, like the date you put it out, or, you know, stuff like that. But I mean, you know, this was like what, like a between an $80 to $120 shoe for what size it was. This is the 13C, you know. So I mean, I got this for $5, a bigger shoe compared to this, which I paid $24.99 for. I mean, because of what it is why I got it. Like I said before, out of all the kids' shoes that I have a little bit of them over there and a little bit above me. You can't see them. This is probably one of the more expensive ones I've ever paid for. Almost all the other ones have been, I'll take that back, unless I paid retail price, which I did back in high school. I don't know. I bought 2 baby shoes. No real explanation to why, but I did. But yeah, so this was the thrift haul for yesterday, which was September the 12th, I believe. You know, it's just a couple small things. I enjoyed it. It was nice, but to find something. I haven't thrifted as much. And then this right here is an eBay find. So some of you may not know, but I collect Transformers. And I'm at a point where I enjoy Transformers a lot more than anything else that I collect right now. As things stand, I'd probably say it's like Transformers, vintage clothes, shoes, and then, you know, everything else kind of falls after as far as collecting goes. Not priority of life, but just collecting. That's what I'd say is like, you know, what I like. But eBay. So this is a G2 variant. For those that don't know anything about Transformers, you're gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. And that's where for my channel, I think I'm gonna try and go in a few different directions and just have different playlists. Like one will be dedicated to like vintage and shoes, because you know, streetwear and shoes, those go hand in hand. Then for like Transformers and like other vintage or early 2000s toys, I'll probably have another playlist for that. And then, you know, there's other certain topics I'd like to get into, whether it's talking about, you know, current climate in America as far as not necessarily politics, but just overall feelings of people that I know and me. A good example is that just, you know, like Oliver Anthony, his song that came out, Richmond, North of Richmond. I'd like to, you know, just look at that objectively and subjectively, because, you know, it's just, for what it is right now, it's a nice story, and other things like that too. But yeah, certain things like that, I just like to have, you know, some of my friends on and just discussing, you know, how we look at things, what we, you know, hope for, strive for. Some motivational stuff, some just, you know, stuff that's gonna leave you thinking. That's another direction I like to take it in. But yeah, so for the Transformers, this is a variant, and the thing that's crazy about this is, for those that don't know, a variant is like, it's either a different color or something, like whether it's sticker, color, application, whatever, something's different about it compared to a regular one. And so for me, I have saved eBay searches, and I tend to look through them for, you know, to see if somebody has like listed something that's not correct or incorrect. And this is one of the few times where that paid off. And I did already have this one, but this is one of the ones where it's really weird. It's a really subtle change, but I really like it. So more likely than not, especially if it's for this price, I'm going to get it. And it's nothing like insane. Like I would say you might double your money compared to the regular version. But for this one, you know, it's really so transparent. So what this is, it's a purple seaspray. And it's a really simple Transformer. It came out for the first time in 1985, and then it re-released subsequently in the 90s. I'm not sure exactly what year, especially for the purple version. I don't know the details about that. It's saying 1994 on the copyright right there. I have no idea if that's going to pick up or not. But yeah, it's a really easy transformation too. All you do is just extend the legs right here, and then flip them down, and then boom, it's transformed. So yeah, but the regular one, which I'll try and either add a picture of or show the eBay listing, is blue. And this one's more of like metallic-y purple kind of color. And like I said, it goes from being like a $10 to $20 toy to like a $40 to $50 toy. That's subjective to change. Some people ask ridiculous amounts of money for this toy, especially if it's sealed. But at the end of the day, to, for what it actually is, it's probably worth between 40 to 50 as of right now. And that's, to me, that's after, taxes, fees, and everything, the money that you're gonna get in your pocket. But yeah, there's something I picked up. I paid, I think, let's say $20 after shipping for this guy, so I'm pretty happy with it. And like I said, it's my second one that I have. And something like this, something like this, show is like my Transformers collection and stuff that I pick up along the way, and then accordingly, put it in the right playlist on my channel. But I just want to give you guys an update on what direction I want to head into. I'm not sure when I'll start being consistent with videos and everything. I want to, but it's just life happens. You have to make other things priority. But it's something I definitely enjoy doing. Just putting my thoughts out there and content out there with Transformers, or shoes, streetwear, stuff like that. But yeah, guys, give me a little bit of feedback if you can. I'd appreciate it. I enjoy one-on-one conversations, so if you can reach out, let me know what you do like, don't like, things along that line. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. I'm out.